Students, now we move on to the next part of the lesson, sequencing. Sequencing. Sequencing is the selection of an appropriate order in which a number of jobs or operations can be assigned to a finite number of service facilities, that is machines or equipments, so as to optimize the outputs in terms of time, cost or profit. Optimization means minimization or maximization. Minimization in the case of time and cost, and maximization in the case of profit. Now let us see what is a sequencing problem. Suppose there are n jobs, 1, 2, 3, etc. n. Each job to be processed one at a time at each of machines m1, m2, m3, etc. mn. In this, n can be any number and we consider 2 or 3 machines. It is very important to decide the order in which the jobs should be lined up or ordered for processing so as to complete the entire schedule in minimum time. Then the problem is to select the possible sequence which optimizes, that is minimizes. Here we consider the minimization type question. Minimizes the total processing time and is called a sequencing problem. Conditions applied in sequencing. First one, no machine can process more than one job at a time. That is, at a time, one machine will do one type of job only. Second one, each job once started must be processed till its completion. That is, before the completion of one particular job, there is no time gap in between or rest for the machine. Third, processing time of a job on different machines should be independent of the order of the job in which they are to be processed. That is, processing time of a job on different machines independent. That is, one machine finished one job, then it should be transferred to the other machine. So, the other machine will start after this process of the first machine only. Each machine is of different type, and time required to transfer a job from machine to another is negligible and is taken almost as zero. That is, in between, that is, one machine finished its work, then it should be transferred to other one with no time. That is, there is no time gap in between one machine to another machine, that is transferring from one machine to another machine. Without these conditions, the sequencing problem becomes complex and do not hold good, because we have to consider these all conditions only. That is, one machine will do one particular job only, and in between there should not be any resting time for each machine, like that. Terminologies related to the sequencing problem, that is, terms related to the sequencing problem. First one, total elapsed time. That is, the total processing time between the beginning of the first job on the first machine till the completion of the last job on the last machine. Now, idle time. It is the time when a machine is available but not being used. That is, the machine is available but is waiting for a job to be processed, or we can say the resting time of a machine. Now, idle time for a machine can be calculated by subtracting the total elapsed time minus that is the sum of the processing times of all the jobs on that particular machine A from the total elapsed time. Now, types of sequencing problem. Sequencing n jobs on 2 machines and sequencing n jobs on 3 machines. We are considering these two types. Now, algorithm or the steps followed to find the optimal sequence in case of 2 machines. We will be learning the steps for sequencing with the help of solving a sum in this exercise. Exercise 7.2. Question number 1. A machine operator has to perform 2 operations, turning and threading, on 6 different jobs. The time required to perform these operations in minutes for each job is known. Determine the order in which the jobs should be processed in order to minimize the total time required to complete all the jobs. Also, find the total processing time and idle times for turning and threading operations. The table is given job 1 to 6. 6 jobs are there and time for turning and time for threading are given in minutes. We will first draw the given table, that is job, and then time of turning and time of threading in minutes are written here. Here we first select the smallest processing time for the jobs on both the machines. That is minimum values of these timing, that is turning and threading. Minimum value is 1 here, which is corresponding to job 6 on the machine thread, that is threading on threading machine. So we will just form a table in which, as it is the threading case, that is the second machine work, we will assign the job at the last. Understood? That is, if it is a second machine, then we will start from the last. That is, job 6 is to be written last. Then the problems, that means we have sequenced this sixth job. Now the problem reduces to, that is, we omit this column of sixth job. Then job 1 to 5 only here, and timings are written. Now again find the minimum of all processing time in the reduced table. Here it is 2. That is minimum of turning and threading time, that is 2. This minimum value 2 is corresponding to job 4 on machine for turning. That is the first machine. So we have to place this job 4 in the first of this table. Sequencing table, we have to place this fourth job in the first. Then the problem again reduces to, that is fourth, it is fourth job. So we have to remove that column from this table. So job 1, 2, 3 and 5 are here and corresponding times. Now again find the minimum turning and threading time, that is here it is 3. This value again correspond to the job first for turning machine and then job 5 on threading machine. So we have to place 2 jobs in this next sequence, that is for job 1 is placed next to 4, that is the second column, and job 5 is placed in the second last. Now again we have to reduce the table, that is job 2 and 3 only remaining now, and minimum of these times, that is 5 is there, which is corresponding to the job 3 on turning machine. So 3 is turning machine, it's the first machine. So we have to place this job in the third column, that is from starting it is third column, and then only one job is remaining, then that is placed in the remaining column, that is 2 is here. So we got the optimal sequence now, that is the fourth job is to be done first, and then 1, then third, then second, then fifth, and then sixth. That gives the optimal solution. Now let us calculate the total elapsed time for both the machine by using this table. That is, jobs are written in the new sequence, and then turning machine in and out time, threading machine in and out time. Now here I have written the timing of the turning machine and threading machine on this for this job, so that you can calculate this in now timing easily by using these values. Now in time of the first machine always should start from 0, that is initial time is 0. Then see here 2 is the time required for the job 4 for the machine on the machine turning machine requires 2 minutes for this. Then the out time, that is after for completing the fourth job, the turning machine requires 2 minutes, and then immediately it should be this turning is finished. Now it needs the threading work, so it is to be transferred to the threading machine in no time, that is immediately. Then in time of the threading machine is 2. That is, one more thing you have to note, that in these these 2 minutes the threading machine was at rest. That is, there was no work till this 2 minute. It is starting its work in 2 minute only. The second minute only it is starting. So it got the idle time 2 minutes in the beginning. Then 6 is the time. 6 minutes is the time required for threading, for the for job 4 threading on the machine threading. So 2 plus 6, 8. So in 8 minutes, that is 8th minute, it is 6 minutes required. So 2 plus 6 in 8. So 8th minute it will complete this job. Now for the turning machine we can continuously give the remaining jobs. That is, in 2 minutes it finished its job 4. Now it can be given the next work, that is job 1, in the immediately it will start, that is 2. So in 2 minutes, that is the second minute, it will start job 1, and it requires 3 minutes for completion. The 2 plus 3, 5 minutes, that is the out time of that job. And then again 5 minutes it will start the job 3, and it requires 5 minutes again. So 5 plus 5, 10 minutes, it will complete that job 3. Similarly, we can write each time, in time and out time of turning machine by using these first values. Now the first one we have seen how it is done for the threading machine. Now here the first job, that is first job here means fourth job. Fourth job is finished in 8th minute. So threading machine can start the next job, that is job 1, from that 8th minute only. So it is turning machine finished its job 1 in 5th minute, but it cannot given to this threading machine because it is already working in the job 4, working the job 4. So it is starting in the 8th minute, and it needs again 8 minutes for the completion of this job 1. So 8 plus 8, 16. Similarly, we will write this remaining in and out timing of threading machine. At last, the total time required for the finishing of these works, that is 6th job, is 43 minutes. That is the entire processing of turning and threading finish at 43 minutes. So total elapsed time is 43 minutes. Now idle time or resting time of turning machine. So turning machine, how much time it gets? That is, after 42 minutes turning machine has no work. That is, till 1 minute it is getting to rest. That is 43rd minute it is stopping the entire process. So 42 minutes, after 42 minutes it has 1 minute to take rest. Now, so 43 minus 42 is equal to 1 minute is the idle time for turning machine. In between there is no resting time turning machine has got. So now we go to the next, threading. Idle time for threading. That is, here you can do two different methods, like by using the formula or by using the logic that in the first step it has got 2 minutes for resting, because the fourth job is finished at 2 minutes. So these 2 minutes it has no job, so 2 minutes it got. And then here you can observe that out time 8, in time 8, 16, 16, 25, 25, 35, 35. But after 38, it starts its next work at 42th minute only it starts. So 38 plus 4 minutes it does not have any work in these in between 5th and 6th job. So 2 minutes in the beginning and 4 minutes in this step also it has got to take rest. So 2 plus 4, 6 minutes is the idle time for the threading machine. Is that clear? Now the remaining sums are solved in the next video. Thank you.